Hello, welcome to Clockwork IT. I'm going to be giving you a brief overview today of our client screen, which can be found just over here on the nav bar. We just click onto clients. This will take us through to our client directory where we can search for our clients using their name or their client code. You can apply any filters, reset the filters. You can also export your clients from this screen and add a new client. So we just click on that, add the company name, the status, any information that is relevant to that client to add them. So address, phone number, email address, anything like that. We'll just click out of that one for now and go on to one of our pre-made clients. We'll just double click on that one. This brings us to our complete overview of the client. So we've got open calls, failing SLA, in progress calls and completed calls. Again, these are just client specific. Then we have the overview page. So the primary address, the primary contact. Then if we click over here, we've got addresses. So obviously some companies may have more than one address. This will all be listed here for you. Then you go across to contact. Again, companies are going to have multiple contacts, so they will all be under this bit. Moving across here, we have our contracts. This could be any of your approved contracts. You can see here the contract number, the client, the contract name, the contract type, the annual value, the status, start and end date, the total value, and if it's been approved or not, so the status here. If there's any planned maintenance, you'll see how many schedules are there. We can create a new contract here as well, so we just click on that. Next we go across to the job screen, so we click on that. All of the jobs for this one specific client will all be listed here. So we've got down here, you can see we've got job details, the customer reference, a work order number if there is one, quoted total, the customer, the address, job type, whether it's planned maintenance, reactive, installation, that will all be there. When the job was created, expected closure, the last update on the job, the latest visit, who the job's been assigned to and who logged it, the status, whether it's active, complete, that's all there, the custom status and your SLA, so you've got your response, first and final. Again, we can add a new job here, we can export jobs and we can search using the filters. Next we have assets. So here we have all of our assets. So again, this kind of goes back to the addresses, which I will show you shortly, but all assets associated with this client will all be listed here. So we've got the asset name, the description, serial number, asset number, the last asset check, location, building area, the assigned to contract. So if specific assets have been assigned to specific contracts, that will be here. Asset check failure, client and status. Again, like the others, we can show all assets, filter, reset the filter. We can print all of the assets off from this screen as well and export them. We can move our assets or create a new asset. So again, we just click on this and add all the details in. That will go straight onto the list. Next we go across to invoices. So these will be all of the invoice. So we've got invoices, any jobs awaiting invoice, or any overdue invoices. Again, they're all here. Next we go across to quotes. We have all of the quotes listed here. So the quote number, the quote version, the quote title, client, contact, address, the division, quote by, so this is who's made the quote, the total value of the quote, when it was created, and the status, so if it's been approved, if it's not yet been sent, if it's not been approved. This will all be here. Custom status, latest version, reason, and again we can create a new quote by pressing this button here. Next we go across to planned maintenance. So any planned maintenance that's been booked for this client will all be listed here. The description, again going across here, we've got contract, client, address, with all the address details, the visit date, the start time, how long you're expecting the appointment to take, the resource, so that would be could be your operative that's out working, who that would be, and the call. Then we have our files, so any files that have been associated with this client, they will all be here, so you can just access them all here. So next I'm going to take you back to addresses. As I said earlier, you can have multiple addresses. So if we then click on, obviously this one does only have one address. So if we click on this one, this is now the address specific data. So we've got again the overview, the primary address, the primary contact, the buildings at the address, the areas, the contacts. So where we had all the contacts in the last page, these contacts would be specific to this address. Again with the contracts, that's the same here, so specific to the address. And again with the jobs, all listed here. The asset register, so any assets that are listed here will be only at this address. And the same with invoices, quotes, planned maintenance. Any notes about this address can be written here, so that could be anything to do with parking, signing in at reception, if there's a reception of the address, anything that's relevant to that address. Again, files, all listed here as you can see, and then forms at the end here, so any forms that are relevant to the address. Hopefully that's given you a bit more of an insight to our client screen. If you need any more information, please give us a call on 033 005 77170.